The Book of Joy, Lasting Happiness in a Changing World. By the Dalai Lama and Archbishop Desmond Tutu is a profound conversation between two of the most respected spiritual leaders of our time. Co-authored by Douglas Abrams, the book explores the essence of joy, how to attain it, and its power in transforming one's life and the lives of others. During a week-long meeting in Dharamsala, India, the Dalai Lama and Tutu discussed their experiences, challenges, and shared philosophies about finding joy, even amid personal suffering and societal adversity. The core of the book revolves around understanding that joy isn't merely a fleeting emotion, but a deeply rooted state of being. Unlike happiness, often linked to external circumstances, joy comes from within and is accessible even amid suffering. Both leaders are acutely aware of the pain and suffering in the world. They've faced exile, oppression, and personal grief. Yet, despite these hardships, they maintain a deep sense of joy, which they credit to their perspectives, spiritual practices, and a profound sense of gratitude and compassion. Here are some of the key lessons and takeaways from the Book of Joy. 1. Joy as an inner quality. One of the most striking points made by the Dalai Lama and Tutu is that joy is not an emotion purely dependent on external factors. Instead, it's a state of mind that one can cultivate regardless of circumstances. The Dalai Lama shares that while many seek happiness from material gains, real joy comes from cultivating inner qualities like compassion, kindness, and a sense of connectedness to others. Archbishop Tutu echoes this by emphasizing that joy comes from understanding and accepting our shared humanity and finding a purpose larger than ourselves. This concept challenges readers to look within themselves, rather than to external validation or possessions, for true joy. It's a transformative shift that enables a more resilient, lasting form of happiness. For both spiritual leaders, joy is something deeply personal, yet universally accessible, a notion they convey with the hope of encouraging others to seek joy internally. 2. Acceptance as the key to peace. In their discussions, the Dalai Lama and Tutu emphasize acceptance as a foundation for lasting peace and joy. According to them, fighting against reality only creates more suffering. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity, but rather acknowledging circumstances and approaching them with a calm, clear mind. This clarity allows for better judgment, resilience, and, importantly, compassion. The Dalai Lama, who has been in exile for over 60 years due to the political situation in Tibet, provides a compelling example of how acceptance can mitigate suffering. He explains that he has come to terms with his life in exile, and rather than focusing on the loss, he's redirected his energy towards serving others and promoting peace. This shift in perspective has enabled him to find joy despite his suffering. Tutu adds that accepting one's limitations is crucial. It doesn't mean abandoning change, but rather approaching challenges from a place of understanding. 3. The importance of perspective. The leaders introduce the concept of reframing as a critical tool in achieving joy. Reframing is the process of changing one's perspective on a situation to see it in a new light. Tutu explains that by shifting perspectives, individuals can often turn painful situations into opportunities for growth and empathy. He suggests viewing suffering as an inevitable part of life and seeing challenges as chances to grow stronger and wiser. This shift in perspective allows individuals to step out of self-centered views and into a broader understanding of life's complexities. The Dalai Lama, for example, doesn't view the Chinese occupation of Tibet solely as a tragic event, but also as a situation that allowed him to connect with people worldwide and advocate for peace. 4. Compassion as the pathway to joy. The Dalai Lama and Tutu strongly advocate compassion as a critical element of joy. The Dalai Lama believes that by focusing on the well-being of others, people find their own suffering alleviated, as they are less consumed by their own troubles. Tutu, drawing from his experiences in South Africa during apartheid, adds that acts of kindness, no matter how small, can bring profound joy both to the giver and the receiver. By focusing outward and engaging in compassionate acts, people cultivate a form of joy that transcends the self. Compassion shifts focus away from individual pain and allows for a broader connection to others, which fosters a sense of community and shared purpose. Both leaders see compassion not only as a moral obligation, but also as an effective way to attain personal joy, illustrating that serving others brings greater satisfaction than any self-centered pursuit. 5. Gratitude as a daily practice. Gratitude, they suggest, is one of the most powerful tools for fostering joy. Practicing gratitude transforms one's outlook on life by highlighting what is good, even in the face of adversity. Both leaders recommend taking time each day to recognize and appreciate the positive aspects of life, no matter how small they may be. The Dalai Lama keeps a gratitude practice to start his day, while Tutu reflects on moments of grace he's encountered throughout his life. They argue that gratitude shifts the mind's focus from what is lacking to what is present, cultivating a sense of abundance and contentment. This habit of gratitude is deeply empowering and allows people to find joy even in the simplest aspects of their lives. 6. Humility and humor. Humor is another theme in the Book of Joy. Both the Dalai Lama and Tutu emphasize the role of humor and humility as a way to keep perspective, foster connection, and lighten the heart. They laugh together often throughout their conversations, illustrating that joy doesn't always have to be serious or profound. A playful approach to life, they suggest, helps people detach from ego and reduces the weight of life's challenges. Humility is also central to both leaders' approaches, as they frequently emphasize seeing oneself as part of the greater human experience rather than superior or different. Tutu even jokes that both he and the Dalai Lama are just two old men, despite their renowned statuses. This humility fosters connection with others, making joy more accessible as people feel more inclined to relate to one another with kindness and empathy. 7. Joy in the face of adversity. Ultimately, the Book of Joy is about learning to find joy even in the midst of challenges. Both the Dalai Lama and Tutu have faced immense hardships, exile, oppression, and political struggle, yet they remain joyful and hopeful. The book teaches that joy does not come from a perfect, pain-free life, but from resilience, courage, and an open heart in facing life's inevitable challenges. One of the most memorable lessons is that adversity can be a catalyst for joy if approached with the right mindset. Rather than seeing suffering as something to avoid, the book encourages readers to embrace difficulties and find meaning in them. In doing so, individuals are not only able to survive hardship, but to grow from it, and even experience joy amid it. Conclusion. The Book of Joy is a guide for anyone seeking a deeper, more lasting form of happiness. Through wisdom, humor, and practical advice, the Dalai Lama and Archbishop Tutu offer insights that are as profound as they are accessible. Their message is that joy is not exclusive to those who lead easy or perfect lives. It's a quality everyone can cultivate by nurturing gratitude, compassion, humility, and resilience. Ultimately, the book is a hopeful reminder that despite life's challenges, joy is always within reach.